Thanks, everyone, and welcome to all of our new shareholders who have recently joined us. And it's a pleasure to be here today to give you a short update on the company and sort of how the company's been going over the last couple of months since our last quarter update. So just to summarise, just in terms of our product offering, just for those who aren't familiar with that, our business is made up of three sort of areas, and our two core areas being the Zoom2u marketplace, which is essentially a marketplace connecting customers to drivers for a fast same-day delivery. That's been operating since 2014 and very established now with thousands of drivers across Australia providing that same-day delivery experience. Lncate2u is a new SaaS product, and this is our SaaS platform that allows businesses that have their own fleet of their drivers to be able to use our technology to do route optimization and a whole bunch of other functionality that's useful for businesses that are managing their own fleet of their own drivers. Our third area of business that's quite small is 2u Enterprises. And today we run a business in there called Shred2u, and this entity is used to test new concepts and ideas. And generally, you're leveraging a lot of the technology that we've used inside either Zoom2u or Lncate2u. Shred2u is one of those businesses that we're running at the moment. It's a document shredding business where we just provide the technology that uses Lncate2u, where we're passing off those documents to be shredded to a third party. I'll move now to the next slide. And as a business, what we're focused on is building the future for logistics. There's a lot of change that's happening in logistics. And when I think about sort of the changes happening over the last 10 years, you think about any courier company that was built, it was always designed for businesses and designed to deliver to businesses. It was never designed to deliver to consumers. And what we're seeing is a real shift that's happening in the market. Today, deliveries occur generally in days or weeks. They're slow. Customers receive a delivery and they never know when that delivery occurs. With Zoom2u, we're changing that. We're connecting the customer to the driver and allowing the customer to actually see the live location of that driver arriving. This market is very large. In Australia, it's an over $5 billion market. Globally, from the software side of things, where we're selling the last mile delivery software, it's over a $6 billion market. So there's a huge opportunity for us to sell both the Lncate2u and Zoom2u product in Australia, but also globally. Today with Zoom2u, we're very focused in the Australian market and we'll continue to be focused, whereas in Lncate2u, we're focused on the global market. Over the coming few years, I think what we'll start to see is a shift and change in what's happening in logistics. And there'll be a real move for e-commerce and retail businesses to switch to offering same-day service from a delivery point of view, and even moving towards delivery within hours. Time windows is also a big part of that. And customers being able to go through the checkout process as you're going through and checking out on your e-commerce store and being able to select when you actually want that item and knowing exactly when that's going to be delivered. Additional things like micro warehousing, where retail stores are going to be turned into micro warehouses to be getting that product quicker to their customers, is going to become very, very obvious. We're seeing that today with a number of our customers, including the likes of Nespresso, where Nespresso have converted their retail outlets to deliver to their customers in a 3-hour delivery. I'd encourage anyone who is a shareholder to actually go through the process of trying to book a delivery through Nespresso, and you'll see the experience that they offer their customers. I think it's quite unique in the market, and it's a really great experience so you can actually know when that product's actually arriving. In the future, I think in the next 5 years, I think there's going to be further involvement in logistics. There's going to be things like autonomous delivery, and I think that will happen much faster than we all expect. We're positioning ourselves as a company to make sure that we're able to take advantage of any emerging technology that takes place in this space. And we're really excited to see what's going to happen over the coming years ahead in logistics. So move to the next slide. Our platform continues to grow. You can see since we started in 2014 through to today, our revenue has continued to grow. And you can see in the first quarter of this financial year, we've had exceptional growth in this first quarter. So you can see that this financial year, we'll start to see some really strong growth in the Zoom2u side of things, keeping in mind that there is some seasonality in our business. The first half of the year is always expected to be larger than the second half, given the Christmas demand. From a strategic point of view and what we think about inside the business, as we move to the next slide, there's three key areas that I'm concentrating with our team. First is making sure that we can onboard as many large enterprise e-commerce or retail customers. These customers have large amounts of volume. We can be fully integrated into their e-commerce platform and we provide huge value to their business. It's a really important step for e-commerce businesses, being able to offer their customers the ability to see when that delivery is occurring, but also be able to increase the speed of delivery. And that's where we're focused on. So we're not necessarily focused on targeting consumers directly. We're going after the large e-commerce businesses which have large amounts of volume. These customers can take a little bit of time to come on board. And when they do come on board, then suddenly there's generally large amounts of volume that come with them. From a Lncate2u point of view, we're continuing to build out our global SaaS team. We've established a number of new people inside the team in Australia, and we're now looking to evolve that into the global market as we start to sort of expand on the Lncate2u side of things. And we're having some really good traction on that, and I'll talk about that more shortly. Thirdly, our strategic priority is the strategic acquisition. So looking for any acquisition that will allow us to be able to extend the offering of what we're offering in either Zoom2u or Lncate2u. And we're actively looking at a number of opportunities. While there's nothing today that's we're here to talk about, we hope there will be in the future. So moving to the next slide to talk about Zoom2u. So Zoom2u, we're focused on a number of areas, as I mentioned, the retail and e-commerce side of things, and we're actively, looking for and talking to a number of e-commerce businesses that is quite substantial. Recently, we signed Best and Less for a same-day delivery offering, and we're now integrated into their e-commerce platform. This has only recently come on board, and we're very excited to be working with a company such as Best and Less. There are a number of additional businesses that we're working with that are in a trial opportunity. And these are large e-commerce businesses in a range of different industries. And we hope to see those trials then convert into active use of our platform. As we moved into the busy period going into Christmas, in the past three months, we've onboarded over 1,500 new drivers onto the platform. So we're ready to be able to scale to increase our capacity as we go into the busy period, which is a really unique part of our platform. As we go into that busy period, we have more drivers, the ability to accept more deliveries, and it makes for a better customer experience and being able to cope with spikes in demand. It's one of the unique characteristics of the Zoom2u platform. With Lncate2u, we're actively growing. We're starting to see some real traction taking place. Our sales team, led by Jimmy Mayo, is doing an exceptional job in building out that sales team and making sure that we're onboarding new customers each and every month. Today, we have over 100 paid subscribers on the product, and we're seeing that grow each month. We now have a sales team of 5 people in Australia. We're very close to launching our Shopify app on the App Store, and that will happen sort of early in December. What this allows us to do is this allows us to connect customers who are using Shopify as their e-commerce platform. So these are businesses that are running their own e-commerce store, they're using Shopify, and they're likely using their own fleet of their own drivers to actually do delivery. This usually takes place in businesses that are doing any sort of food type delivery, as well as a number of different types of businesses. Once they use our Shopify app, as their orders come through from Shopify, it will automatically be transferred into Lncate2u, allowing them to do route optimization and sending those deliveries to their drivers on their phone. This will allow their customers to actually then see the live location and estimated arrival time, providing a really great experience for their customers. The great thing about them being available on the Shopify store is this now opens us up further to a global market. Anyone on the Shopify e-commerce store can download the app and plug in the access to Lncate2u. So it's a really strategic part of our business, and we see sort of huge opportunity being integrated with Shopify, and we'll do this into other e-commerce platforms in the future. Happy to announce that we've just signed our second enterprise customer, being Bing Lee, and they recently just signed an agreement to roll out Lncate2u for their driver fleet. What's really nice about this is it's showing how a Zoom2u customer can also be a Lncate2u customer. Bing Lee signed with Zoom2u earlier this year and been using Zoom2u to do same-day deliveries for smaller items. But they've got a fleet of their own vehicles, which are large trucks, and those large trucks are used to deliver really large items like fridges, washing machines, etc. Those customers will now have the experience of being able to see when their driver's actually arriving. And so the days of being able to hand out an AM or PM time window are gone. The customer will get an SMS in the morning. They'll be able to click on that link and it will show them where their driver is, the estimated arrival time. But also if there are other deliveries in front of them, they'll actually be able to see the countdown of deliveries before them. So the customer experience is going to be really great for Bing Lee. We've also commenced, we're also very confident about what we're building in Lncate2u, and we really sort of see that we can accelerate our growth into global markets. We know this product works in Australia, but it's also working in other markets, and we're very confident around how we can actually go about selling the Lncate2u product globally. Move to the next slide. So today I just wanted to thank you. I'm happy to take any questions if anyone does have any questions. Otherwise, we've got one question now, so we'll answer that.
I'm just going to wait until that person's identified. Is it okay?
Steve, we've got one question here. Can you speak a little to the competitive space, please? And then secondly, who are Zoom2u's competitors and why is Zoom2u better?
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Look, I mean, when I think about competitors, you know, we're dealing in a very large space. The market in Australia for Zoom2u is over a $5 billion market. The biggest player in that market is Australia Post. Then you're looking at the smaller players, the other players like Toll, Couriers Please, Fastway. Most of those aren't actually offering a same-day service. Then below that, there's a number of other startups that are in this space. There's the likes of Uber that are also playing in this space a little bit. How we're different, we're very focused on providing a platform. We're providing a same-day, 3-hour delivery experience. And the user experience is significantly better by using Zoom2u. We're also delivering, in our instance, everything from an envelope right through to a full truckload of freight. And so you can go to Zoom2u as an enterprise customer and we can assist you with that wide range and that wide spread of freight requirements, which is unique in the market and what we're doing. So I see, you know, competitors don't worry me. It's all for us. It's all about focusing right now is acquiring as many customers as we can and really helping those enterprise customers. Those customers alike, when we're speaking to them, the ability to have flexibility in using our platform and that we're very focused and just doing the delivery side of things. Let's see if there's any more questions.
There doesn't appear to be any more questions at this stage, Steve.
Excellent. Thanks, Jeff. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone's time and look forward to speaking to you at our end of Q2 update in January. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.